um, there is no shortage of Rush Royale style video games that are literally just copies, just straight up copies of Rush Royale. And I don't know. I have to believe that no, because I think Random Dice might have been first. I've never cared enough to confirm it, but I think that Random Dice might have been first. But it's so funny to me that every time I see these like Rush Royale copy games, it's literally the exact same everything. Like the premium pass look, the opening, just even the opening screen, with the, like being able to change to different decks, the arena, opening cards, or like more access to different cards, the upgrade screen, the daily offer screen, the bucks, the like everything, like every single one of these, like they even have Book of Secrets. All of you people with Book of Secrets that miss Book of Secrets so much, here you go, 6 blueprints in the seasonal shop. I have to believe that you get three on the, like the 2 on the paid side, 1 on the other side, and then you get 3, and then over the course of 2 months, right? Something like that. I don't know. I haven't looked through this enough. What I think is funny is that this is a very, very new game. This is the total amount of cards. You have a trapper that is ironically called Hunter. You have a lightning mage, obviously ironically titled Tesla. And then you have the other one is Frost, but apparently the effect of repeated storms can stack. Maximum slow effect is 50%. Each repeated frostbite increases the damage of the effect by 100%. They have like weird, like not talents, because there's also this guy. He's basically a Reaper, and it also has a chance of summoning an echo of a monster on the opponent's path. And so basically it is a Reaper where you're also sending the ghosts to your opponent, but it's also but it's not a talent. It's just a thing that it has. And then they do have talents eventually. They just haven't unlocked them. CDS says hello. So there's also going to be talents at some point. Yeah, like everything is locked. This is a very, very early version of a game. This is a very early version of a Rush Royale game. Can be merged with any unit of the same merge level. So Clown is a mime. This isn't confusing at all. Snowflake, when attacking, has a chance to throw icicles at all enemies under the effect of control. So this is Ice Elemental, which is such a weird card for you to put in your game, other than the idea that you're literally just copying Rush Royale. Rush Royale doesn't know what to do with Ice Elemental, and they're like, oh, we gotta put Ice Elemental in our game so that it's like that other game. Pump monsters with toxin. Contaminated enemies leave venomous clouds when they perish. This is an Ivy. I like that it's all people. Agent Anna. Damage from her attack gradually increases. I think that's a... No, that's a sentry. That's basically a sentry. I was like, I think that's a new card. Throws vials with chemicals on the path. Venomous puddles work as a trap that deal damage. That's obviously an alchemist. I love playing these like these other like Rush Royale games. Not because I stick with them. Because in all honesty, in all the Rush Royale games that I played, I haven't stuck with them because I'm playing Rush Royale, and it's hard for me to balance out, 2 games. But I always like playing them because it reminds me of, going back to like the original, like Rush Royale when I first started, with all the knowledge that I have now of how good cards are. And I always like if the Rush Royale game that the Rush Royale copy that I'm playing, if they add new cards. Because there's such an opportunity to add so many different new things. And it's really lazy to me whenever I play some other game and it's literally just the same copy, but like an older version. There's only the 2 legendaries. I was scrolling up the PvP ladder, and there's nothing. It's just nothing. It's really funny that this is as bare bones as it can be. I don't even think there are heroes. I'm not even sure if there are equipments. I know that I haven't unlocked it yet. I downloaded this last night through like a Facebook ad. And I was like, when I saw this screen, I was like, no way, it's the same game. And yeah, it's the same game. There's also another Rush Royale clone called Survival Arena. I've played that in a previous live. But yeah, if you're getting tired of Rush Royale and you still want to play Rush Royale, try out one of these games. Still waiting on sandbox mode. It's coming soon. Soon. It'll definitely be here soon. Soon. Ironically, this guy is a thrower, but he just looks really cool. He has the Rush Royale added thing. Ooh, I haven't gotten to a boss yet. I don't even know what this does. Oh, is it a no? What did that even do? Does that even do anything? What's he doing? That's not doing anything. It's kind of like a puppeteer, but I don't know what those ray things were doing. I don't know. We'll never know. We're moving on. Oh my god. There we go. If I can mute these ads, I will every single time. I'm not complaining. We're getting co-op death waves after all, which is good enough. It's good to spread stuff like this a little bit. Yeah. But I mean, like, I think there are enough things that they can add to the game to where even if they did that and Sandbox and Trapper talents and Reincarnation Blade Dancer talents, there'd still be 50 million things that people still want in the game. I don't think they have a lack of things that they can add to the game. Because they could do all those things and people will be like, how come Demon Hunter doesn't have Reincarnation talents? How come, like, Poisoner doesn't have regular talents? When are you going to change Dragon Rift? You know, like, people would just complain about something new. I don't even understand, like, the idea of a sandbox mode. I don't even know if I would use it. Even as a streamer, I don't even know if I would care enough to be like, yeah, look at me playing. You know, I think that, like, the novelty of, like, oh, level 100 Fortuna, I think it would wear off. I think people, if people were given sandbox mode, they would understand how meaningless getting everything is. If you just had the ability to have everything, like, there's nothing. There's no sense of accomplishment there. If you were just given everything, you would get bored so quickly. I don't know if you watched The Good Place, but that was literally the idea of The Good Place. Ultimately, it was that if you had everything, you would eventually just get bored. And the reason why everything is exciting is because you don't have everything. But once you do have everything, you would probably get bored in like a month or a year. It would depend on, you know, the different person. But you would get bored so much faster. And the reason why you do something for as long as you do is because you don't have everything. The chef. I believe he's basically a rogue. He looks like the Swedish chef. I don't know if that's just generically how most chefs will always look, but he does look like the Swedish chef. Whenever you start these games, the best thing to do is to literally just summon in your entire board and then merge out, as opposed to what this dude is doing. Normally, it's the best thing to do, because then you always have like a full board of a lot of things. I hate not like having this, and then like what if like a terror is a warlock and your one of your units just gets warlocked? Although a terror could be a tribunal, and maybe he knows something that I don't. That's also possible. I don't know what a terror is. If it's a tribunal, then, you know, game knowledge is also important. I'm gonna do this. Is it a tribunal? Oh, come on! Oh, game knowledge is also important. How is he not summoning in? I would have thought with all the mana that he'd been saving, that the thing is to just summon in a whole bunch of units. Like he has to have like a lot of mana, right? No? Maybe he doesn't have a lot of mana. Maybe he's using all the mana. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I like how in random dice where it's still your deck with your levels, but you can give yourself more mana or just give yourself the perfect deck setup, and it's more of also just a training mod. I never played random dice, so I don't understand. Am I gonna die? I'm gonna die. Interesting. Well, now we know that terror is terror is tribunal. You give yourself a deck, a perfect setup, and it's more of a training mod. Well, what do you learn from that? What do you learn from that you can't just replicate on your own? Like what would that achieve? What would that knowledge like? I don't know. I don't get it. People have been like asking for this forever, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna learn so much." I'm like, "What are you gonna learn? What do you?" I don't know. I just they could add like I'm saying like they could add a sandbox mode, and I will probably never use it. I just don't care. It just I don't know. I'll tell another story. I remember when COVID happened, and all of us we all like a lot of us, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us didn't have work for the first time in our life. You know, like maybe if you had like a consistent job that you were always having to go to, you know, all the time, right? And you just didn't have work, right? And maybe for the first week, it was like, oh, this is so exciting. Like I get to watch Netflix. I get to sleep in all the time because I don't have work. This is so cool. I have nothing to do. And we're specifically told that we're not supposed to go out. So I just get to sit at home and do nothing, right? But in the first week, it was fun. You know, you catching up all on your Netflix shows, all on your streaming shows. You're watching movies, you're playing games, you're sleeping in, you're eating junk food, right? And then all of a sudden, like maybe second week, you start being like, all right, well, I'm kind of running out of money. This is starting to suck. And then like by the third week, like in the first month, if of no work and nothing, you're just like, well, this is boring, right? But that's all you think about when you have work all the time, when you work doubles and you work every day and you don't have a break. And there's like, like you're doing so much. And you're like, oh, if only I had one day off, if only I had 1 hour of time for myself, right? Like, oh, I need this so bad. And like, this is, I would kill to like, not have to do anything. And, and I feel like when COVID happened, we all got a taste of what, retirement would feel like if you literally had enough money in the bank and you didn't have to go to work and you just could do whatever you wanted. And maybe it was exciting for a week, but by the second week, by the third week, you're just like, this is boring. I don't care about any of this anymore. But that's how I feel about a sandbox mode. I feel like it's something that sounds cool on paper. Like, oh, what if I could finally try out Max Boreas? I'm never going to update this. I'm never going to upgrade, my Boreas. I'm never going to upgrade my Demonologist, right? This is so exciting. I can finally see what that cool Max Demonologist, support deck is like. And then you're like, and then you do it and you're like, all right, well, I guess that's it. That's what it's like. It's like that. And then you're done. Like, you can use it as a training mode as well. Not just that you can play normally, just without an opponent. It's just you versus the waves. That's how I play regular games. That's why you'll always catch me in regular games where it's not until Death Waves that I realize that I'm playing a Blade Dancer deck. Like, that's me in every game. In every game, it's just a training mode as well. I'm just using my deck to just that's what the game is. The game is literally just do whatever you yourself are doing, and that's it. It's almost why the game is boring. Like, there is no interaction with your opponent. You're just trying to play the best game that you can and hope that your opponent plays a less good game than you. That's the game. Like right here, do I care what my opponent is playing? Do I care that my opponent has this guy here? No, I just hope that I'm doing more damage than him, and that's the game. There's nothing like, I don't care what my opponent is playing. I don't care what my opponent is using. It doesn't change my strategy for my deck. So if that's what you're saying that training mode would be or could be, that's also just how I play every game. Quantum. That sounds like a bedlam. Oh my god, what's happening? My YouTube on my secondary phone just went down, so I'm going to have to very awkwardly turn on comment. Oh my god. Oh, no, it's back. Nope, no, it's gone. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. My YouTube on my other phone just keeps shutting down. Now it's back? Now it's back. There we go. I think that endless co-op is interesting. Because I think that endless co-op allows for strategy. Like, you're not going to get far if your opponent isn't shamaning you. I just don't understand the idea of having everything in a sandbox mode. I don't understand the idea of a sandbox mode where you could just as easily do that in co-op. In co-op death waves. If they do co-op death waves and just completely forget about like the idea of putting in sandbox mode, I think that that's fine. I don't think people would complain still about not having a sandbox mode. Sandbox mode is now just play PvP and have somebody shaman you and do your perfect setup and play against the world. Jello. Oh, do you think Jello is king pudding? Actually, I'm going to leave everything at level 1. And then if it is king pudding, I can merge those things out. It sounds like it's probably king pudding. This guy is a priestess. Priestess is a really good early game thing. Like, not being able to do a lot of damage and just getting that extra bits of extra people in the early game is really helpful in the early game when none of your units do all that much damage. Just getting that like early game advantage. Is it a king pudding? It is a golem. What a twist. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I have not killed a single boss. I've always had to take this damage. He's doing much worse, though. Yeah. The Vaporizer. He encases your units in Jello. Yep. The Swedish chef. I don't know if you've noticed it at all, but this guy that's basically a Reaper, these like weird white guys right here, that's what he's sending over. So every time he kills things, those are the ghosts. This is a Bedlam? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bedlam me again! Pow. 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 Yep. Yeah, this early game advantage that you can get. Like when your rounds are lasting like 2 bosses, this early game is pretty important as a early game person when you're starting in this game, these kinds of games. Two, three. What's he doing over there? Six co-op waves. Oh. Arena 3. Oh, I'm in 2. Oh, he got it. He has the legendary. A stackable frost. I trust that Frost is not going to kill a boss, though. So if that's all he has a 1, 2, 3 Frost against the boss. That sounds like a Warlock Is his entire field just going to get wiped? This is why I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm just going to leave this field like this. Yep. Yeah, it's a warlock. He even had that animation where he like gets rid of all the traps. Yep. The chop chop. Yep. Everybody's so quick to merging. Go, Swedish Chef. Once again, he's not going to kill this boss, and it's basically a warlock. Him merging down to, like, the most minimalistic things is crazy. I was gonna say, I'm almost surprised he hasn't merged the 2 1s. And he did. So the only 2 I don't have outs for are these 2, and everything else I can just merge away. Oh, no, now I have an out for that. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Sounds good. He's also freezing it. He's also double freezing it so that it definitely hits him again. That's hilarious. Let's go. I don't even have emotes. I can't even send him an emote. I would definitely send this dude an emote right now. Crazy. I like that it does damage, though. Look at that damage. Look at that frost damage. That's cool. Quantum is a bedlam. Ooh, what's the ray gun guy? We'll never know. I'm going to get bedlammed anyway, so there's no point in merging any of this. I'd rather just wait until I get a bedlammed and then hope for priestesses and merge those and get value out of it. Because I also don't know what to upgrade either, so I'm just going to wait on upgrades as well. These guys. Does he have a portal mage? Is that what that is? That's funny. Yeah. I guess this is what we're keeping. That's good. This guy. Boop. Nice. I like that Frost is Cold Mage. And the guy that's actually Frost is something else. Snowstorm. What is the attack can teleport the target to the beginning of the path? Oh, it's a portal. Yeah, it is a portal mage. There's like nothing that I even care about. Bombardier. Chemist. That's it. I guess a clown. I mean, that's really just a mime. There's like nothing even interesting like to get in this game. I guess that Frost is cool. Trapper maybe. Maybe the Ice Elemental in this version is actually really good, because if Frost deals like damage over time, and you have Trapper, then the Ice Elemental becomes like really good, because then that's the entire field all the time. It's just like being controlled by slow. Vaporizer is... No, it's the Warlock. What the hell was the Tribunal? I wonder if I could try to focus Teslas. No, damn it. There was no reason why I should have lost that. I mean, I should have a level 2, is what I mean. There we go. I still don't know what a chop chop is. Why is he purple? Why is he orange? What's happening? I don't know. We'll never know. Wait, you know what? What is it? 4,000? In Rush Royale? Oh, no, there's not even an above 4,000. I wonder if you get above 4,000 and then it unlocks everything else. Oop. No? I'm at 402, but I don't have... I guess I'm beyond that. I'm slightly beyond that. Not enough resource. Oh, 457. Is this the Vaporizer, like, 4 bosses in a row that I get as the first boss? will never kill a boss. It is impossible to kill a boss in this game. Oh! Oh, come on! Ah! That was so close. It's impossible to kill a boss in this game. Doesn't this guy look... He seems so much cooler than a thrower. He's literally just a thrower. After destroying the target, minigun switches his attention to another random enemy. Attacks a random monster. The first shot at an enemy deals increased damage. Maybe it's a hunter. Maybe I guess maybe it's a hunter. What the hell was the which one's the... Is it this guy? Maybe it's this guy. Oh no, it's the chef. Yeah, this guy's a hunter. That makes more sense. The Swedish chef is a thrower. Am I at 418? What do you need to be at 440? Ugh. Oh, wait a second. Is Terror... Oh, I think Terror is a freaking Tribunal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Actually, no, I should be saving mana. Oh no, I should be charging my phone. I'm just gonna do it. I think I get hit one more if it's a direct copy of Tribunal. I'll get 3 instead of 2 or something, or 3 instead of 3. I guess it'll always be 3. There we go. This is not working out. I do like my chances with the level 3 Tesla, though. With so many people that like random attack, it's always good to have somebody that attacks the front target. And the fact that he attacks like 3 of the front targets is really good. The spectator chest. Terror again. All right. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to leave it like this. I trust that I will survive off of this. A level 3 Tesla this early, I'm pretty sure I survive off of this. And then I can just super summon in. Look at this guy go. Look at this little guy. Just one-man arming. I just remember that Rush Royale stole Death Wave from Random Dice. It was Random Dice first. It wasn't Random Dice first? I mean, like, a cursory Google search of when did each game come out would tell me that. Would have told me that, like, a long time ago. I just haven't cared enough. I assume that Random Dice was first. I think it was the first thing that I found that was a game like that. And then I found Rush Royale and just like the art style more. Because it's actual art. Am I going to die to this? Can you not deal damage to this thing? Come on. Don't you do it. Oh my god. I'm not going to survive. Four, 5, 6. Am I going to die to this? No. Now I'm going to die to the terror. I've never killed a boss. Oh god. Why did I do that? There we go. I've never managed to kill a boss in this game. I think this might be my first loss. This is definitely going to be my first loss. That was sad. Oh well.
Can you spare some food, please?
It's not about that Random Dice had Death Wave before Rush Royale did. That's all I'm saying. Although I do think Rush Royale was better. Rush Royale is better because of the art department. That's it. You realize that every game can obviously do everything that Rush Royale is doing, but the art department is really the only thing that matters. And people caring enough about the game to where it continues, to where it has the ability to expand. Like, if nobody cares about this game, I've already forgotten the name. Merge Mercs? If nobody cares about this game will just die. And, you know, if nobody spends money in this game, it'll just die. But because so many people have spent so much money in Rush Royale, they've been able to expand and create new ideas for things. Say what you will about Dragon Rift, but like they created Dragon Rift and they created events and they created Phoenix and they created Trion, and you know, like they create all of these different things because they have the money to create them. That's what I think that's what free-to-play players don't understand about Rush Royale. That's the only thing that sets it apart. Like, all the free-to-play players can, like, play this game with severely less things. And you can play this free-to-play and probably max out a good deck. And the only thing that Rush Royale has over this game is the art department. Because this game, if enough people played this game and put in as much money as they have into Rush Royale into this game, then this game could have all the things that Rush Royale has. The art style just wouldn't change. Random Dice could be a Rush Royale. It's better because people have spent money in the game. And that's why it's weird when free-to-play players get mad at, like, whales for being whales. That's the reason why the game is good. That's the reason why the game gets updates. That's the reason why the art department is great. That's the reason why they keep creating new units that are interesting. No, I had no out for that. I still like my chances, though. Unless this level 3 fireman is really good. The level 3 fireman is not that great. Yeah. $700. $15? $15. Oh my god. Look at this bare bones, like, setting menu. That's crazy. I expected to, like, have this drop down like Rush Royale does. There's one thing. Daily rewards. Stage 3. I can't play co-op. Oh, I can play co-op. They even have the double maps. They have, like, regular maps and gold maps. 55 gold. Oh, wait a second. That's what I meant to check. Are there seriously no... Yeah, there's nothing. There's no equipment and there's no heroes. Usually when there are bare bone games like this, like Rush Royale type games, they at least have, like, Trainer J Trickster, like versions of that. This game has nothing. This is the most bare bones version of a Rush Royale clone I've ever seen. This is like Rush Royale version 1.0. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. Ooh, we get to find out what Chop Chop is. What have I not seen? I haven't seen a tamer. I don't know what a Chop Chop could be. I haven't seen like a Dark Priest. Ooh, what are the modifiers? I can't even touch what the modifiers are. I have no idea what these modifiers are. The quicksand modifier. I don't know. Oh, I thought it just stopped. I was like, what just happened? Is it a... I don't know. I assumed it was a quicksand. Like I assumed it was like the attack reduction or the attack speed reduction modifier that you just keep passing back. That it wasn't a curse. I trusted that it wasn't a curse. Actually, both of my phones are about to die. I think after this co-op, I might have to leave and charge my phones, and then probably do a live later. I think that's what I'll do. What is Chop Chop? Chop Chop is a tamer. Oh my god. Oh my god, are we not even going to be able to kill this? No! I killed mine. I just couldn't kill both of them. Terrible. Terrible. Well, at least we did that. What was the... Oh, what was this guy? Oh, it was an Ivy. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to charge my phone. Both of my phones. And I will probably stream later. Don't hold me to that. The nobody that's here, don't... Nobody hold me to that.